I'm truly honored to be chosen for this most meaningful and apparently long-lasting form of recognition. Thank you to all involved in this process. Thank you, first of all, for all of you for coming out today and taking time to share in this occasion with me. It's very meaningful for me. I'm very humbled to be included alongside so many incredible people. And if you haven't had the chance before, check out all the other stones. There's a couple under the chairs, unfortunately, so move them out of the way after and check those out as well. You know, a lot of these people's work have had far greater impact and far-reaching impact, more than anything I've ever done. And this occasion sort of motivates me to do more in the years ahead to live up to this honor. I wish to thank those who nominated me and the rest of you who were part of making that decision and somehow thought that it would be a good idea. And on occasions like this, I've heard people say that they would never be here had it not been for the people surrounding and supporting them. You know, it sounds almost cliche, and sometimes it can almost sound like an attempt at humility. But the reality is, now that I'm here, it's absolutely true. This recent development has caused me to reflect and to think about my journey so far and about those who have been a part of it. And as I look out, I see so many familiar faces, and I can honestly say that whether you know it or not, every one of you has been part of this in one way or another. I guess it started with my mom and dad, who had the wisdom, foresight, sheer luck, I don't know what it is, but they decided when I was 13 to move into this area. It wasn't my decision. And into a little old farmhouse on the second line, or should I say Innes Lake Road? Does that make me sound old? That gave me access to the natural world outside my doorstep and room to roam. And they've always encouraged me to pursue whatever made me happy. 36 years later, Caledon is still my home, and I'm still doing what makes me happy. So thank you, Mom and Dad. And then along came my best friend, my partner in life, my support in challenging times, and the person who I want to be with most in the good times, my awesome wife, Janet. Yay, Janet. Your faith, support, and understanding of my need to pursue my artistic vision and passions all these years has given me strength and confidence to persevere and to aim for excellence. So thank you. Our awesome daughters, Sydney and Andy, who brought such joy to my life as a father and also as my friends, and who each in their own way have contributed endlessly to my creative work over the years. Thank you, guys. My brother Carl, for those who haven't met, he's over there, who often explored Caledon's nooks and crannies when we were young, and has since explored with me far, far beyond as well. And there's some of you here who I've maybe worked out with, I've run or biked with, and some of you I've celebrated with. Some of you are collectors of my art, critical to my journey in turning my passion into a career. But more than that, so many of you people who have collected my work have also become dear friends as well. And then there are many here who are involved in the day-to-day affairs of running Caledon, while I obliviously go about trying to mix the ideal shade of alizarin crimson. And for those, in case you're wondering, that's a deep, dark red. Maybe you've left a note on my Facebook page or my Instagram. It gave me a boost that day to just try that much harder. Maybe you smiled at me at Tim Hortons or held the door open for me at the bank. The point is, even if we've never met, you're all still part of my story. The fact that you're here today makes it so. And all of you together help form the fabric of Caledon, and in so doing have shaped the environment that I've been so blessed to call home for over 3 decades. In the many years that I've been painting and filming Canada's remote and wild landscapes, I've been privileged to see what few see. But wherever I go, I bring a bit of Caledon with me. Because it's here that for years I learned, by crawling along riverbanks, chasing speckled trout, or hiking through the forests and the fields, I learned to see. I even started to bring my easel out to capture these places on canvas for my first time. And so it's here, like I said, that I really learned to see and appreciate the natural world around me more deeply. It's one of the greatest gifts I've ever been given. And it's also here that I return, home. And despite what I've seen on my expeditions, I itch once again to reach for my paints whenever the crisp fall air starts to turn the leaves red, or in the springtime the snow melts and I hear the gurgling of another stream. So thank you, Caledon, for all that you've given to me. And in return, may I share this honor with all of you. Thank you very much.